And we go. Johnny out with you. Friday, 26th of August 2022. We are in a moment of transition. I'm still not employed, still unemployable. Wash your eye there. By choice. Still trying to manifest something, trying to manifest purpose. Oh, I see. I'm a little fuzzy over there because my screen protector is halfway in the eyes. Look, tomatoes, ladies and gentlemen, tomatoes. Can I pick a tomato? Oh my goodness. To get something to cut that. Yeah, so that's the theme. Transition. A little bit of a law of attraction, law of assumption, changing the mindset, but then it's time to actually maybe take some action. More to follow. So one of the things is, I don't know, this crazy idea I have going upstate, not exactly doing a homestead, but having a place. And maybe just living. I mean, I have nothing to prove. And I prove it by doing nothing. That's not so good. I still haven't dived into this whole singer-songwriter thing. That is the work that's left undone for me. It's not that I think I have all that much to offer. The only point there is to follow through on something that has meant so much to me, to step into that world and the possibility of surprising myself. A couple of people online, atheists, scientists, whatever, who became Christian. Sure, they had their St. Paul kinds of experiences, shivers, laying on of hands, moments of enlightenment. I don't know, maybe I had mine too. I always ask about the thin line between religious devotion and insanity. I mean, for me, or even the idea that you should explore something to the edge of madness because that's part of the design of devotion. We'll see. Do we have a soul contract? Do we have an agreement that we made before we came here? I mean, for me, it's probably agreeing to have a complete human experience and being responsible for it, rather than wanting to skip over it. And that's what I've been trying to do my entire life. Instead of having to be devoted to anything, being really good at anything in the material world, becoming a good artist, musician, whatever, to just follow these sensations and hoping for bliss without really doing the work. All right, more later. All right, so here we are, part 3. Johnny out with you. It's midnight, but I'm still going to call it Sunday, the 28th of August 2022. How time flies. So I think where I'm at is giving up on the wishing, hoping, praying, law of attraction, law of assumption. Although I'm really interested in this idea of the law of assumption, which is like, hey, you want to be a millionaire? You step into the mindset and the beingness of being that. Are we faking it until we make it? Possibly. But you're using all the power of the mind and the body, the etheric body, the whatever, to energize ourselves. So occasionally I'll still have a wish and press my easy button.
That was easy.
That's right. But I think we're somewhere, I'm not going to say stuck, and stuck is good. Amor fati, I'm going to get to that in a minute. Somewhere between existentialism and stoicism. And did you know that I created my own stoic card deck? I don't have the box, but I think I came up with 50 of these little sayings, my own interpretation and spin on stoicism. Certainly, I think this is where I need to be right now. Give what you've got to give. I was reading something the other day about, fulfilling your soul contract. Now, all right, I don't know. Is there another side and where you have a conference, parent-teacher conference with yourself and with your guides, with your life coaches before you're sent down, incarnated? You make a deal about what it is that you're going to do, what it is you're going to work on. Interestingly, my previous old teacher, Sophie, used to talk about the soul correction, which is an idea from Kabbalah, that you figure out through the horoscope that you have this thing that you need to work on in your own specific faults and flaws. Mine is finish what you start. Which literally means finish what you start, and of course it means other things as well. I mean, for me, what it means is, in a way, it's finish what you started by becoming a human being. And I'm always looking at this thing, right? I was born a transcendent being, which is, kind of a problem. Really, because I popped right out of immanence to transcendence. But nobody wanted me to be transcendent. I got kicked out of my church and everything. And not that I haven't thought about these things. This is my own book that I did many, many years ago, talking about life and everything. It's a little... It's my variation on a book by Frederick Frank. His book, which is reissued with a different name, his thing was a little book on that which matters. I'm like, well, what matters to you? But I've got these little drawings, little sayings, little whatever. So I've been at the musing and proposing stage for a while, and I just noticed this now. It's kind of the same size, and then of course the mathematics behind it is 8.5 by 11 sheet. This is 4 1/4. Do you see what I mean? We're using our resources wisely. So from Frederick Frank to Friedrich Nietzsche. Remember when, I'm going to make a list of these things. It used to be Halley's Comet, then it became Halley's Comet. You see what I mean? And it used to be Nietzsche, and then it became Nietzsche. Do you see, it's annoying. Soon Turkey is going to be Turkiye. And I'm okay. You should be able to request the pronunciation of your country the way you want it to be. So I don't want to get deep. My idea is to not get into the, eternal recurrence of the same thing, right? But the amor fati idea, which goes back as far as Epictetus or Marcus Aurelius, which is that's a very stoic idea, to accept your fate, to accept your life as it is. But, not, anyway, maybe it is, but my take isn't on it. I'm not into the grit your teeth stoicism. I'm into the stoicism of, I awaken myself to see how things actually are, and then I deal with them from that. If anyone can ever actually see things the way they are, which is actually its own other question. Not to mention the fact that we might be in a simulation, not to mention the fact that consciousness is all there is and nothing is really real. Man, 100 years from now, I don't know, will we know more or just have better theories? So then, really, I ought to do stuff. This is my stuff, this is my little riddle, and my job is to take it, being a creative person, and to do something with it. take the mess and repackage it. Right? Take that mess of yarn and knit one, purl two. Do you see what I mean? And then put it for sale. I actually had this idea of doing a little bit of a store, right? Of course, a store would be what? Bookstore, chocolate shop, imaginatorium. Like something you just have to come in, and I would be there working on some stuff, and it would just be some groovy exchanges. Do you know what I mean? And people could sit down, hey, read a book or whatever. Hey, bring your book in. Sit down in the corner and write a poem. You know what I mean? Make a painting. Put it up on the wall. Sell it. Give it away. I don't know who's going to finance this, but that's the wrong question. Oh, and of course also this idea of somehow going away somewhere upstate, somewhere else. Homesteading? I don't know. I watched a couple of these shows on whatever. And it's kind of groovy, man. If you can get a partner and you can work together and make stuff and build stuff, and she's into it and you're into it, it can be kind of, but it's always like mud and raw wood. I don't know. I'm chopping wood and carrying water, literally. But that thing, that's another kind of essentialism, existentialism. A direct relationship with the land, with the earth. Make your own electricity. Make your own heat. How do you get down off a duck? I don't know. A really small ladder. I don't know. That's the question. You don't get down off a duck. You get down off a goose. Which is, if you were going to try to get down off a duck, I would just hop off. To have to get on a goose. But I digress. So that's where we are from now. I mean, this is a comedy show. We don't offer answers. Well, we offer a diversion in return for your attention. And I thank you for attending. And come back for some more. Okay, bye.